896 days still new hauling, fair and greed at 50, which is neutral, and Bitcoin is currently trading at the 58.2k, which is slightly in a small consolidation. Bitcoin right now on a 4-hour time frame. Volume is kind of average one, and just recently on a 56k we had a bounce on this correction on a 56k support, which was actually the double bottom on a RSI on a 4-hour time frame. Obviously I stopped using RSI because it was too big of a lagging indicator, but apparently once in a lifetime it was useful, and I forgot to check it. But obviously from now on we're gonna check the RSI, MACD and some other indicators. So on the current candle, 4-hour time frame candle, RSI in a neutral zone, MACD on a neutral zone, volume is kind of average, 5200 MA is above our trading candle, which is pretty bearish signal. Also we had a dead cross on a 4-hour time frame, which is the 50 MA flipping the from above to the below 200 MA on a 4-hour time frame. On a daily time frame we still pretty far away in a gap between 50 to 100 MA, but we are kind of trading slightly below the 50 MA, which is the current 50 MA would be at 60.5k actually. On a daily time frame, other indicators, MACD is currently in a red phase, but there's already some curves to the upside, which is pretty nice. Maybe in 5-6 days roughly we may see MACD flipping to the green phase, which would be obviously a pretty bearish signal for us. RSI on a daily time frame is currently slightly over sold, which is 43% below the 50%. RSI on a daily time frame. On a weekly time frame, RSI is slightly overbought actually. It's at 61, which is again slightly roughly about the 50% on the RSI, which is not that significant. On MACD we're still in a green phase, but there's some curves to the downside, which is pretty bad. On a volume on a weekly time frame is pretty average one. We had a new candle. The previous candle close what's today, Monday, I don't remember. We had a pretty bad close below the below the 4 weeks below the 4 weeks closest previous one, so it's pretty bad. But we still got bullish MACD, and 50 to 100 MA is obviously below our trading candle, so in general weekly would be more neutralish looking. On a monthly time frame, Jesus, somehow TradingView started lagging for me. It's pretty interesting. Okay, on a monthly time frame, RSI is in an overbought zone, which is 70% above the 50%. MACD is still in a green phase, which is pretty nice. There is no course to the downside, and we are slightly trading the slightly below the previous all-time high close that we had in a March, I'm pretty sure. Yep, in March, April, in March to be exact, on this kind of close. So yeah, there's a monthly time frame. So yeah, in general we are kind of looking neutral on most of the time frames actually. And as you can imagine, Bitcoin in this flat consolidation, if you're gonna squeeze it and gonna put it like to the 56 and 60k channel, is kind of in the middle of it, so nothing special is happening on a TA, as you can imagine. So same is on the news. There's no news for today. Once in a lifetime, Monday has no news, which is pretty interesting. Is it Monday even? Yeah, it's actually on Monday. Jesus, I forgot the what's the day today, but whatever, you get the point. nothing special in news, nothing special in today. Mostly all of the time frames looking neutralish, so obviously hoping for the 60k resistance breakout, and obviously the next downtrend resistance that is currently on the current candle would be roughly at 61.65k. So yeah, also this resistance to be broken, obviously in the next month, in December, to have a new all-time high, which would be pretty nice, which would be still a bullish midterm, obviously. So yeah, to the moon.